first responders too, and I'm sure most people know what you're talking about, but that would be like the police department, the sheriff's department, the fire departments, and we have 3 fire departments now. We have the city, we have the rural, and we have the county fire department. Anything in addition to that in the first responders category?
Yeah, no, that's the ones.
Okay.
That's the ones that would be tied up if something happened. The ones that you depend on at any other time, you know.
Yeah, okay. Now, these first responders, when you contact them, what is going to be the best way to contact them? Just say all the communications have been knocked out. In that scenario, how would you go about contacting the first responders?
You might have to, I don't know, might have to come up with a runner to go down to the EOC. The disaster team would be all coordinated down at the EOC.
Okay.
If the EOC was not annihilated or something else, there would have to be another site set up. And that all falls under Jim Zabrocki, the disaster services coordinator.
But that example you used, the tornado, it could conceivably wipe out the communications, the electrical power, all of that, and then you would have to resort to
whatever you could
okay.
come up with, and you know, there you go. It would just be looking and searching or rescuing anybody that might be trapped or buried or whatever.
Yeah. So in your particular neighborhood, in your 2-block area, you would have how many people involved? There have to be some kind of a chain of command. Would that be a good way to put that?
Well, your neighborhood is 2 blocks, and in your organizational meeting, you find out, you know, if anybody has any training in specific areas.
Okay.
Or
that's under the neighborhood skills and equipment inventory category, right? Okay. All right. Okay. And then this neighborhood mapping. Let's talk a little bit about that, because part of this packet has guidelines for neighborhood mapping. Talk a little bit about that, please.
Okay, the neighborhood map is everybody at the training session is going to draw out, just sketch out a little map pertaining to their area. You know, that set up the 2 blocks and the number of houses on each side of the street, and from there, I lost my thought. Along with that, then they set up the care center and the first aid stations, and but it's just a minor sketch of who lives there. The house number would be, the house number would also have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 number that would indicate where they are on the map.
The number of people that reside there, or what?
No, just when they lay out their map, they're going to have a. Well, I got an example here someplace.
Okay. You got a lot of papers there.
Yeah, I got a bunch of junk. It's just a minor sketch that they're going to lay out.
Okay.
They would put their number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. And they could also put the street address, but the numbers here are going to be the ones that are going to be concerned with when they go about laying this out, because on that layout they're going to have a people and whatever corresponding to that house number.
Okay.
But it's just a simple little thing that they would lay out, also point out. They would, on their map, they would indicate where the gas meter, each one's gas meter is at, so that when they go around and if they got a leak, they can shut it off. And It's real simple, real basic,
And again, show them those two signs. That if disaster does happen, and if you don't need help at your house, you put up this sign that says okay. But if you do need help, then there's a sign that you can put in your window that says help. And I think, again, that is so basic and so simple that most people should be able to comprehend that.
Yep. And another thing with this thing is the neighbors getting to know each other, you know, camaraderie type of thing.
You know, because even in Miles City, as small as a community as we like to think we are, sometimes you're not as neighborly with your neighbors as you maybe should be.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so this will help, like you say, the camaraderie.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And it also, at the gathering and your thing, you're going to go find and make a list if anybody's infirmed for the county health department that they might not be aware of. You know, it might need help. Medically, it's not only a disaster, but in anything in town that they become aware of, that there's people out there that do need help. And also we're hoping to get house numbers on every house in town.
Okay.
Which is...
This meeting, again, is going to be coming up a week from Thursday on March the 12th at 7 p.m., rooms 106 and 107 at Miles Community College. After this meeting has been conducted, then the process of mapping neighborhoods will begin, I would guess.
It all begins.
Okay, okay.
By waiting until March, you know, now the weather will be changing and people can gather in a patio or whatever to have their little meeting.
Okay.
And if they want, they can even have a barbecue. You know?
Hey, bring some hamburgers and hot dogs and sodas and
have a good time.
Have a good time. You talk about camaraderie, that'd be really great.
You bet. The training takes an hour and a half, 90 minutes.
Okay.
Well, it's no time-consuming thing. It's just
90 minutes, if a disaster occurs, is a small investment. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Right.
And making sure. And Lord only knows, we don't have that many tornadoes here. Years ago, I think there was one east of town. Mm-hmm. But mostly, our concerns would be with floods, fires, blizzards, things of that nature.
Rainstorms.
Yeah, things of that nature. Okay. Anything else that we should talk about other than, before we leave, we'll re-emphasize the dates and the time and the place, Al?
Just that, I think.
Okay, good enough. Al Turnquist, and in the wings is his wife Gladys. They're involved up to their eyebrows with this Map Your Neighborhood program here in Miles City. And you are asked to attend a meeting coming up on Thursday night, March the 12th, 7 p.m. in rooms 106 and 107 at Miles Community College. And I'm thinking maybe a follow-up visit sometime after you've had this meeting would be in order, and we can find out where we are and how things are going to progress from there. How would that be?
We could probably do that.
Okay, very good. That's Al Turnquist, and he's been our special guest tonight here on this first segment of Miles Town Topics, the Miles City TV source for local news and interviews. We will take a break, and when we come back, we got various and sundry things to talk to you about going on here in the cow country capital city. Back with that after these messages here on Miles Town Topics, seen every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. only on Mid Rivers Cable Channel.